Warm welcome, everyone. Warm welcome to your financial success model. Thank you for being here. You could be somewhere else doing something else, and you chose to be here. And this demonstrates your commitment to your financial success. Showing up tonight would have not been easy. You made it, and I truly value it. Over the next 90 minutes, I will give my best and create value for you. You make sure that you create value for your time, because these 90 minutes, none of us are ever getting back in our lives. So, which city are you logging in from? Let's begin. I'm in Delhi NCR. What about you? Got it. Faridabad, Bangalore, Bhatinda, Kochi, Chennai, Gondia, Kottayam, Kohima, Bangalore, Mumbai, Coimbatore, Assam, Vadodara, Mumbai, Raipur, Hisar, Mumbai, Kolkata, Jaipur. It seems women from across India today are joining in for their financial success. So, like I said, the webinar will run for 90 minutes. If you have any appointments within these 90 minutes, I suggest you leave right now. I trust you have pens and papers ready. Please take notes. This webinar can change your money life. If you don't have pens and papers, I suggest you go and grab one right now. If you have any questions, please keep them for the end. Note your questions down on your papers. I'm going to answer as many of them in the Q&A section that I intend to begin in about 45 minutes. The more you engage with me, the more you're going to gain. So how many of you, you're ready to engage and create value for yourself? Because these 90 minutes, none of us are ever getting back in our lives. Type in ready if you're ready. How many of us are ready? Got it. Amuta, Anna, Nisha, Shivani, Punita, Sri, Anjali, Shagufta, Meera, Rokimia, Rohi, Charu, got it, Rashmi, and everybody else whose name I've not managed to take. Got it. Warm welcome. And let's begin with what you will learn in this webinar today. So number one, what you will learn today is how not to lose money while investing. Number two, you will learn the truth about wealth creation. And number three, you will learn how you can begin on your wealth creation right now. And by the end of this webinar, you will have absolute clarity on what actions you need to take to go to your next level with your finances. We are Women on Wealth, and we help women take charge of their finances. We run online financial training and coaching programs so that women can learn how they can manage their money and grow it effectively. We've now been operational for the last 12 years, and we have helped over 4,500 women. These women have become debt-free. They've come out of living paycheck to paycheck. They today save at least 25% more than they ever saved. Many women have built their own investment portfolios. They've learned these step-by-step methodologies to pick their own investments. Some women have generated 20 to 40% returns on their investments. Some of them have managed to buy their own properties, start their own businesses without depending on their husband, father, broker. Some women today are recognized as the finance ministers of their house, and they're getting involved in major financial decision-making in their families. So if you look at finance, finance has been a male domain in our families. And our intention at Women on Wealth is to make it gender-free. Because we at Women on Wealth believe that finance is a system and everyone can learn it. Finance is not a gender role. It is not something only for the men to do. Finance is a system. Every woman with basic IQ and basic math skills can learn it. Here are the 2 financial education courses that we run. Our level 1 course is called Money Gym Basic Personal Finance Blueprint. The follow-up to it is called Money Gym Pro Personal Finance Mastery. Today you are in a special introduction to our Money Gym Basic Personal Finance Blueprint course. And by the end of this webinar, you will have the complete course details of Money Gym Basic. Our level 2 course is called the Art of Picking Quality Stocks for Beginners. Also, we have a lot of free resources right here for you. Monday, 5 p.m., live on Instagram, we have the Wake Up Women series. Tuesday, 10 a.m., we have the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper. Wednesday, we have My Story, Your Story at 7 p.m. And on our private Zoom link at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, we have the Candid Community Conversations. Thursday, 10 a.m., again on Instagram, we have Investment Mastery. And Friday, 2:30 p.m., we have Ask Me Anything series. So to take advantage of all these free resources, make sure you connect with us and you stay connected with us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. The links to join us on all these platforms are right here on your Zoom chat. So go ahead, like us, follow us for your financial success, for your abundance of prosperity. And then I will share a bit about myself. Type in done once you are done. Once you're done with one more action towards your financial success. Got it, Keto. Shivani is done. Keto is done. Sonam, Meera. Got it. Sirisha, Pooja, Shraddha, Akhila, Amutha, Rokimi, Nancy. So many of us are done. Got it. Thank you so much. And some of you have joined in as your phone names, laptop names, just the first names. Please make sure you rename yourself. Right? This is for us to know who you are. And now a little bit about me. So if you ever thought that you need to be from a finance background to manage your money, or you thought you need to be good with maths, numbers, and calculations to manage your money, or you thought you need to be a man to manage your money, then note, I'm not a man and I don't come from a finance background. I come from a journalism background. That's what my education, my higher education has been in. I used to be a reporter with news agencies like the Press Trust of India, United News of India, and more, where I had a great salary, which I used to spend on branded shoes, clothes, bags. I always wanted to create wealth, and I just didn't know how to do that. And I got a big shock when one of my male colleagues ended up buying a property. He was at the same position as mine, same salary as mine. And he ended up buying a property while I had not even managed to save that much money. So that's where my quest to wealth began. And I thought the first person to take guidance from is my dad. And like any well-meaning man, my dad mentioned about traditional investments like PPF, Public Provident Fund, and fixed deposits. I did those investments, and very soon I realized that the rates of return were really low. And I had big goals. I wanted to buy my own property in Delhi NCR, earn from my investments, ultimately build a corpus for my business. And I knew none of those goals were possible if I continue to manage my money the way I was managing and invest it the way I was investing. I knew I had to take some different actions to get a different result. So one of the different actions that showed up for me was to check with this male colleague of mine who had ended up buying a property. And when I checked on him, he mentioned that he invests in the stock market. So straight I went ahead, opened a Demat account, got myself a broker, and I started buying and selling whatever my broker told me to do. Only to realize in 2008 that I lost 90% of what I had invested. At that time, I was so sad and disgusted with what had happened that I thought wealth creation was not for me and that I should give up. And I literally gave up on wealth creation. I gave up on wealth creation until I could find my mentors. I found 4 mentors: a woman stock investor, a property investor, a serial entrepreneur, and a business coach. And when these guys began to guide me and they gave me little exercises to do, financial clarity began to emerge in my life. Like I exactly knew how much money was coming into my life, how much money was going out, where that money was going, how much money I needed to reach my financial goals, where I needed to invest, and how much I needed to invest to reach my financial goals. My stock investor mentor taught me a step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. Until then, I didn't even know that there was a proper step-by-step methodology to pick good quality investments. So I learned the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks, went back to the stock market with a lot of courage. And it was different this time because I started by making 70,000 rupees in 120 minutes. And I kept making money like that to a point that I could double my entire fund that I had invested in the stock market. A point came where I could buy my own property. And then I started building the entire investment portfolio for myself. I learned the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds, other investments. I built a well-diversified investment portfolio. And all these investments started earning for me. And my earnings from my investments were more than what my expenses were. And at that time, I knew I was free to take up meaningful projects in my life. So I quit my job. In 2011, we started Women on Wealth. Since then, there's no looking back. We've created over 4,500 financially educated women in India and Indian women abroad. And we've been covered by the BBC News, NDTV 24/7 News Channel, Zee Business News Channel, Hindustan Times newspaper, Femina Magazine, Entrepreneur Magazine, and a series of women's blogs and posts. Also, Cherie Blair, who's wife of Mr. Tony Blair, the ex-UK Prime Minister, she wrote about us in the Huffington Post herself. And she came from London, specially to visit us in Delhi, and offered us the India partnership to her Cherie Blair Foundation. And since then, we've been nominating women from India to the foundation in London. So this is pretty much about me and us at Women on Wealth. And now let's talk about you. Please start typing. What are those financial dreams that bring you to this session? What is it that your heart truly desires when it comes to your finances? What are your financial goals? Please start typing. Let's talk straight from the heart today, no judgments. What are your financial dreams? Okay, buying my own house. What else? My retirement fund, my car. Gayatri, can you move your messages to everybody? Be a trillionaire. Financial freedom, freedom of time, financial independence, buying a house, property, home, car, rental income, able to spend without thinking too much, prove myself, be rich, financial independence after retirement, get rid of my home loan, passive income. Yes, passive income through investments, retirement fund, children's higher education fund, travel fund, security of my future, leave a good sum for my daughter, be prepared for old age, stable, love that heart coming in, Zoom user, I want to know your name. Awesome. So these are some of the many financial goals, financial dreams that you have. Now start typing. What are those financial struggles, financial challenges that are in the way of you reaching your financial goals? Please start typing. What are those financial struggles that are in the way of you reaching your goals? Lack of knowledge, don't know where to invest, expenses more than income, can't trust people, lost my flat, instability of income, don't know where to invest, living paycheck to paycheck, right? When you're saying limited income, basically you're saying I'm paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, right? Money is finishing before the end of the month. Yeah, not consistent with investing, frightened to take action. I'm scared that I will lose money while investing. Can't save money. Brilliant. Got it. So these are some of the many financial struggles, financial challenges that you're facing right now. Now we've addressed all these struggles. For over 4,500 women that we've enabled with financial education in the last 12 years. However, 90 minutes is not enough time to address all these challenges. So what I promise to do today, I promise to help you make 1% improvement in your money life today. We at Women on Wealth believe that by making 1% improvement each day, you can become 37 times better with your finances in a year's time. So can you all resolve? Can you focus on making just 1% improvement in your money life today? Just 1% improvement, no big goals. Type in ready. How many of you are ready for this 1% improvement in your money life? Type in ready. How many of you are ready? Everybody ready? Ready to rock and roll? Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for participating for your financial success. So let's begin. Let's begin on that 1% improvement today with the 3 concepts of wealth creation. Here is concept number 1, how not to lose money while investing. Some of you in the beginning of the session today said that you are scared that you will lose money while investing. So here is that one concept that you can begin to take care of if you want to make sure you do not lose money while investing. And that concept is inflation. So inflation is called mehengai in Hindi. So when you are spending more money to buy the same quantity of products and services, that's called inflation. So when you're spending more money to buy the same quantity of products and services, that's called inflation. How many of you notice inflation in your lives? Type in me. Type in me if you notice inflation in your lives. Start typing which are those items in which you notice inflation. All of you are saying me. Start typing which are those items. Yes, veggies. Absolutely. Food, groceries, property, petrol, lifestyle items, clothes, medicine, tours. Yes. So as consumers, most of us are aware of inflation in our lives. However, the same concept of inflation goes out of sight for us when we are investing our money. Let me explain this with an example. So imagine there's a policy or scheme that you come across. This policy or scheme invites you to invest 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees every year for 10 years. And at the end of 20 years, it promises to give you 22 lakh rupees back. Now, how do people like you and me, we analyze such schemes? We say, okay, invest 1 lakh rupees every year for 10 years, means we invest 10 lakh rupees. At the end of 20 years, we receive 22 lakh rupees. We think our money is doubling. What we miss looking at is inflation. Just at a 5% inflation rate year on year, 22 lakh rupees, 20 years later, will be worth just 8.2 lakh rupees of today. So by investing 10 lakh rupees, what you're receiving back in value is amount worth 8.2 lakh rupees. And that's inflation for you. Right? That's inflation for you. So now, if you want to make sure that you do not lose money while investing, here is how you use this concept. You make sure that the returns on your investments are over and above the inflation rate in the country. I'm repeating myself. If you want to make sure you do not lose money while investing, you make sure the returns on your investments are over and above the inflation rate in the country. So financial analysts report that inflation rate in our country is high right now, as high as 8% year on year. So what your job as intelligent investors is to make sure that the returns on your investments are over and above that 8% inflation rate. Now, I'm sure each woman here has a savings bank account. Start typing, what is that rate of return that you generate on your savings bank account? Any ideas? 4%. Okay. Any other guesses? 6, 3, 3.5. So most of you are right. It's between 2 and 4% year on year. Now, if you look at fixed deposits, the rate of return is between 4 and 6%, depending on the time horizon of the fixed deposit. You look at post office investments, provident fund, any other policies and schemes. The rate of return is between 6 and 7.6% year on year. So the maximum rate of return in all these traditional investments is between 2 and 7.6% year on year, while inflation is at 8% year on year. So tell me, guys, by investing in these investment instruments, are you really beating inflation? Are you really generating a rate of return which is over and above the inflation rate in the country? No, not at all. Absolutely. So if you truly want to reach your financial goals, which are those investments that you need to do that beat inflation, that help you make money while you invest in them, so that you reach your financial goals? So these investment instruments are mutual funds, gold bonds, properties, businesses, stocks, etc. So these are the only investment instruments that truly beat inflation. Now tell me, how many of you invest in mutual funds? Type in me. How many of you invest in mutual funds? A lot of you, right? Me. Now start typing. How do you select these mutual funds? Agents. Okay. What else? Broker. Okay. Agent, broker, advisor, family, past history, recommendations, banker. So when you're saying that you are dependent, yeah, you're dependent on a broker, advisor, bank relationship manager, father, husband, friend, colleague, you being a dependent investor. Now, does this dependency give you absolute clarity? Does this give you absolute clarity and confidence that by investing your money in these mutual funds, you're going to reach your financial goals? Type in yes or no. Does it give you absolute clarity and confidence that by investing in these mutual funds, you're going to reach your financial goals? No? No clarity? So, the truth about wealth creation. The truth about wealth creation is that dependence, any kind of dependency, is not the way forward for women. Dependence on husband, father, broker, advisor is not the way forward for women. So if you truly want to reach those financial goals that you spoke about in the beginning of this session, what is critical is that you build your financial knowledge. That's the truth. So building up of your financial knowledge for you to reach your critical goals is now the way forward towards your wealth creation. So now, if you want to really invest in mutual funds, you need to learn the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. Now, first of all, how many of you know that there is something like a proper step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds? How many of you know that? Don't know? Okay. No, don't know? No idea? Got it. Now that is 1% improvement for today. When you know that there is a proper step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds, you don't need to be dependent. You can learn this simple methodology and be free for the rest of your life. Some of you in the beginning of the session today said you want financial freedom. It begins right now. When you free yourself to make your own financial decisions, when you free yourself to make your own investment decisions. A lot of people think just by looking at mutual fund returns, mutual fund performance, I can invest in mutual funds. That's totally insufficient. There is over a 30-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. It takes us over 4 hours in our Money Gym program to explain that step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. So explaining this methodology within 90 minutes, 4-hour methodology in 90 minutes is impossible. And this is why today I am bringing to you just that 1% improvement. So inside of this commitment, I'm bringing to you one concept from the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. The website that we are going to use for seeking information on mutual funds is called valueresearchonline.com. I'm showing you on the screen now. This is valueresearchonline.com. So this is a website that we use to seek information that we need for mutual funds. Here is the search bar, everyone, here. So we click on the search bar and we start typing the names of any mutual fund that we want to research further. So start typing in the chat. What are those names of mutual funds that you know? Please start typing. ICICI Blue Chip. Okay. HDFC. Hey, HDFC, can you write your name, please? Rename yourself. Quant, Canara Robeco, UTI, Aditya Birla, SBI, Reliance, Axis, Mirai. Now look at it. Most of you are giving me mutual fund houses name. You're not giving me a mutual fund's name. Example, if we write Axis here, you will notice under funds, all these names of mutual funds will show up. So these are all the mutual funds which are listed under the Axis Mutual Fund house. So number one is we need to know the exact name of the mutual fund that we intend to research. Example, say we want to research about Axis Midcap. So we will write Axis Midcap in the search bar here. And now an entire page of Access Midcap Mutual Fund is going to open up. Here it is. And here is the first step from the step-by-step methodology that we will take to pick good quality mutual funds. Please write down on your papers. That step is called alpha, ALPHA. Alpha is the rate of return that a fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. The rate of return that a fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. Benchmark is a group of stocks put together against which any mutual fund will compare its performance. So now how do we find alpha, the information of alpha here? We go to risk. Under risk, we will find alpha here. So the alpha of this mutual fund is minus 0.62%. Now, if you didn't understand what is alpha, what is benchmark, you don't understand mutual funds right now, it's fine. Here is the bottom line that you need to get just inside of that 1% improvement for today. The higher the alpha, the better it is. So when you're comparing different mutual funds under one category, the higher the alpha is, the better it is. So that's how you look for information, okay, on alpha. I'm coming back now to the truth about wealth creation. So the truth is, no woman needs to remain dependent on her husband, father, broker, advisor for her finances. Financial education is the way forward for us modern women. That's the truth. That's the new world showing up. And we all need to get that financial education has been missing from our school and college system. It has been missing as a conversation in our families. And the commitment right here that we are bringing in is to bring that conversation alive in our lives. Type in got it. If you got the second concept, which is the truth about wealth creation. How many of you got it? Type in got it. Got it. Yes, guys. Awesome. Awesome. And now, here's a story of a woman I'm extremely proud of. She's Prema Guru, a home baker by profession. She's from Nagaland, shifted to Delhi. And after working in Delhi for about 10 to 12 years, she came to a similar introduction session back in 2014. At that time, she was married for 2 years, finding it difficult to talk about money with her husband. Both she and her husband were in a credit card and a personal debt of about 10 lakh rupees. They were finding it difficult to pay the EMIs, living paycheck to paycheck, hardly any savings. There was a lot of financial anxiety, worried about the future. And Prema joined the Women on Wealth's Money Gym program. Within 20 months of completing the Money Gym program, she became debt-free. And she has never been in debt ever since. 2016 to 2023, she has never, ever been in debt. 3 months after becoming debt-free, she bought the right insurances for herself. She started an emergency fund. She bought the right mutual funds, gold bonds, and other investments. She built a well-diversified investment portfolio without depending on anyone in her life. She did income tax planning for herself and her husband. And then her husband recognized the change that Prema was bringing to their family's finances. He declared her as the finance minister of the house. And they started investing together. He started handing over his entire salary to her. She started investing. A couple of years later, they bought a land in their hometown. A couple of years after that, they bought a car for themselves. A couple of years after that, when they felt absolutely financially secure and financially prepared, they brought a daughter to this world. And that's Alita for you on the screen. They started building her higher education fund, and then the coronavirus crisis hit all of us. It hit them too. Both of them lost their income, but nothing could shake the peace of mind of their family. Both of them, they persisted well with a complete peace of mind. Today, both of them are back in their work, earning more than they ever did before, and they're building their daughter's higher education fund and their own retirement fund. So that's the financial transformation that Prema caused for herself and her family. And we have 4,500 women who have done that across India and some Indian women abroad. You can listen to all their stories right here on our Instasta handle. So you can go back, check of stories after stories, women after women, speaking about the financial transformation that they brought to their lives with financial education in their lives. You might be thinking to yourself, hey, Prema did it. 4,500 women at Women on Wealth in the last 12 years did it. How can you begin? How can you begin on your wealth creation right now? So here are the steps to create wealth. Step number 1, resolve to start. A lot of us women, we never ever resolve to get started on our goals. We keep dreaming about our dreams. We keep being there. We never really, truly get started on them. Start typing, how many years has it been since you got started? Or forget started. How many years has it been since you've been dreaming about your goals? How long ago? How old are your dreams? Three years. Let the truth be out. Yes, 23 years. I like that. Like that brutal honesty, right? 22 years, 5 years, 10, 6, 15, 20, 10, 5, 3, 15. Start typing. What are the reasons that you've been giving yourself all these years for not getting started? What are the reasons you've been giving yourself for not getting started? I'm looking after my family. I don't know anything. I lack knowledge, lack liberty. This is too complicated for me. I don't think I can do this. I don't have a mentor. I'm busy. I'm completely busy, right? I'll do this later sometime. Yeah, I need to right now be busy with my children. I need to really take care of them. Yeah. I'm busy with my family. I have no guidance. I'm too caught up in my job, in my kids, in my family. Yeah, I'm just caught up. So I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't think I will understand this. And I lack the knowledge. Well, knowledge you would have gotten from somewhere, right? Had you had the time, if you believe that you have the money, and if you believe that you can do it. Start typing. What is the cost that you've paid? All these years that you've been giving all these reasons and excuses, what's the cost that you've paid? Lack of peace of mind, lack of confidence. I feel like a loser. That's the cost. And that's a big enough cost, isn't it? Financial insecurity, right? That's a cost. That I feel financially insecure. My future seems very uncertain to me. I'm always hand to mouth. Yeah. And what's the cost of that? When you're always constantly hand to mouth. Yeah, what's the cost when you do not have a property for yourself, even after working all these years? When you're still living in a joint family with your in-laws. Yeah, what's the cost when you think that life has just passed by and you've not experienced all those good things that you want? What's the cost? Yeah, I've lost my identity, lost my confidence, lost peace of mind. Yeah, I feel hopeless. Now, guys, if you keep giving the reasons that you've been giving all these years, is your future going to be any different? If you keep giving the reasons that you've been giving all these years, is your future going to be any different? Type in yes or no. No? No point in giving all these reasons anymore? No point in believing that you don't have the time, the money, the capability, or you will never manage to build that knowledge, that guidance? No, sure. So if you're sure that this can't be your future anymore, then here is what you need to start on. You need to learn. You need to learn how to research. You need to learn how to build a financial system in your life. You need to learn these step-by-step methodologies to everything in finances. So I did give you an example, right, of a step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. Now, let me give you an idea of what is a system. So system consists of set of exercises that you do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, to make sure that you are progressing towards your goals. So like you go to a gym, there are certain exercises you do on a daily basis. There are certain exercises you do on a weekly, monthly basis. First, your trainer helps you in learning how to exercise. And then you're well equipped. And over time, you know what to exercise when to keep building that muscle up. So the same way is with finance. There are certain daily exercises, weekly exercises, monthly exercises that you need to do in the area of managing your money, investing it well, and reviewing your investments. And when you keep doing that, what happens? A point comes when you put your finances on an autopilot and wealth becomes a sustained activity. How many of you are clear today about the financial system? Type in clear if you're clear. Because this analogy that I've given you of a gym is like an ecosystem. And that's why I invite women to always look for a community of women investors. That's your ecosystem. So once you resolve to start, this is what you need to learn. You need to learn to research. You need to learn to build a financial system in your life and build it completely. And you need to learn the methodology to everything in finances. Brilliant. I'm glad that you guys got it. Next step is to build your investor attitude. So a lot of you, you said, I don't think this is my cup of tea. I don't think I will understand this. I'm not good with maths. I am not good with numbers. I am not good with calculations. I don't come from a commerce background, etc., etc., etc. We all have our reasons of believing that we won't manage to do it. If you believe, then so be it. So if you truly want to reach your financial goals, what's critical is today that you begin to build that investor attitude, where you are a woman who is willing to learn, persist, be disciplined. So note that mentors are a key. Now, I'm not talking about advisors, brokers, bank relationship managers, not at all. I'm talking about financially educated people, people who are not dependent on someone else to make their decisions. They know what they're doing. They understand the consequences of what they're doing. People who know how to handpick investments, people who know how to review those investments. You got to have such mentors in your lives. Like, had my property mentor not been here, I would have not bought the property I did. Had my stock investor mentor not been there, I would have not built the kind of portfolio that I built, where I doubled my fund that I invested in the stock market. Right? I was the only person who would have built that wealth for myself. So mentors are a key, and community is the secret success ingredient. We all may exercise in solo. Okay, we may think that, let's keep all those gymming machines in the house and we can just exercise. No, it doesn't happen. We need a community of health freaks, exercise freaks. And when we are with them, it just becomes easier, because we are in that environment where we are seeing that other people are doing that, where we are seeing and getting inspired. We are getting encouraged. We're all equal to the 5 people around us. If those 5 people are financially successful people, we will be financially successful too. The key is, can you surround yourself with people like that? Can you be a part of an environment that encourages you, that inspires you to your financial success? So I'm repeating all the steps when it comes to wealth creation. Resolve to start. Learn to research. Build a financial system in your life. Learn the step-by-step methodology to everything. Build your investor attitude. Note that mentors are a key. and community is the secret success ingredient. Kaveri Bharat, who's a potter, she's a ceramic artist in Chennai, an absolutely creative person who thought money was not for her. She says, before the program, I used to think that I barely have any money to put bread and butter on the table. So I will never be able to save anything, forget investing. Today, I have complete awareness of where I am, where I want to be, and how I can get there. She says, I've started my PPF, started an emergency fund. I've bought gold bonds. I've started my NPS. I've started 2 mutual fund investments all on my own. And I've realized that I don't need a broker. This is the financial transformation Kaveri caused for herself within 3 months of starting the Money Gym program. I trust with this, you see the possibility of what's possible for you if you take on financial education and let go of all the reasons and dependencies which keep you there. So we are Women on Wealth, guys. We help women take charge of their finances. So women enter our online money school. They learn how to take charge of their finances, and they stay in this alumni community for the rest of their lives. It's time for some questions. No question is basic. No question is silly. Each and every question, each and every woman is welcome. If you have questions around the Money Gym course, we will share the complete course details after the Q&A section is complete. So please keep some patience. And meanwhile, put in the questions you have around finances, investments, and anything else. I will answer the most common questions right now. Okay, loving the questions, huh? Brilliant. You know, one of the common questions I'm often asked, and I'm asked today also, is how do I divide my income so that I'm investing properly? Simply asked, how much should I invest each month? Number one, each one of us needs to get investment is done for a purpose. What is that purpose of investment? What are those financial goals that you intend to reach with your investments? So A, you need to bring clarity on your financial goals when you want to figure what is that amount of money that I need to invest each month, or how do I divide my income? Okay, that's step one. When you identify your goal, say it is your child's higher education, then next step is identifying the amount of money that you will need in the future to reach your goals. Because until that goal amount is clear for you, how would you have a target in mind? How would you know that this is what my investment needs to grow to reach my goal? So goal amount, the clarity on the goal amount needs to come next, which means, say higher education, say an engineering degree today costs 10 lakh rupees. 15 years later, when my child goes for higher education, how much will it be? So number one, you need to learn about that. Number two, you need to know how many years you have to reach that goal. Like I said, okay, after 15 years, my child will go for higher education. Now, this gives me the time horizon that I have. So the financial goal I have, the amount of money that I need to reach my goal. Number three, the time that I have. Now, this tells me, okay, this will tell me how much money I need to invest today. How will that tell me? Because now I have the goal amount. Keeping that in mind, I can do the back calculations. Okay. And well, this is the art of financial planning. I'm sure each one of you has heard about financial planning. This is how you do financial planning. You identify your goal, identify the amount of money, the time horizon. And then financial planning gives you clarity on what? Where you should invest, how much you should invest to reach that financial goal in that defined time period. So, you may hear people tell you or Google telling you, you should save 30% of your income, you should save 20% of your income. There is no one size fit all. Example, if one of you is 30 years old and you are starting to invest for your retirement, which is 30 years away, the amount of money that you will need to invest will be much smaller than a woman who is 40 years old. Okay. So example, say you are 30 years old and you need a retirement fund of 1.5 crore rupees. Now at age 30, you will need to invest just 10,000 rupees a month in a good quality investment with just 8% compounded annual rate of return. And you will reach 1.5 crore rupees by the time you're 60. However, a woman who is 45 will have to invest 20,000 rupees. And then also, if she invests 20,000, she will make only 70 lakh rupees in that good quality investment. So, this one size fit all that, you invest 20% of your income, 30% of your income, please do not go by these formulas. Everyone to each their own. Your age is very different from the other. The amount of money you may need is very different. The time horizon you may have is very different. The life situations you have is very different. So we all need to learn how much money I need to invest, given my situation, given the goal I have, given the circumstances I have. Yes, the sooner you start, the better. But please understand, it is critical that you get out of the formula mode of things. And nobody else can do this for you. Yeah, if somebody else could invest for you and you could make wealth, you would have done it by now. There are enough tips around you to do that. Okay. Some of you think you don't have enough money to begin investing. You're hand to mouth, right? You're dependent on that paycheck. Money comes and ends before the end of the month. We've had enough women come in. And there's a proper financial system that we have that we follow. I really wish I could explain that system right now. It takes us 4 hours to explain that system to you so that you can follow it and come out of living paycheck to paycheck. You saw me share about Kaveri, who was actually paycheck to paycheck. And she came out of that situation. So can you. What is that minimum amount of money that I can begin investing in? You can even begin with 1,000 rupees in your pocket. That's it. Provided you know where to invest. Like with, good quality mutual funds. If you know the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds, you can begin with just 1,000 rupees a month. So it's not huge amounts of money that you need to create wealth. You can begin small. All of us began small. Today, if I have a couple of crores, it's not that I started with big amounts of investing. I'm 38 today. I started at the age of 21. What was my first salary? 7,500 rupees a month. My second salary was 12,500 rupees a month. Third one, 20,000 rupees a month. I earned 20,000 rupees a month for 3.5 years. And most of the savings and investments that I did happened there. So it's not just investing a lot of money. It's about identifying good quality investments and then staying invested in those good quality investments. And then how well have you diversified your portfolio? So a lot of stuff matters. It's not just the amount of money I invest. It's a myth if you believe that it's just the amount of money. No, it is not. There's far more to it. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. I trust I created value for you from all the 3 concepts that I shared with you today and from all the questions that I have answered for you. And now I have some questions for you to answer. How many of you realize that there is a lot more to learn as far as implementing the knowledge that I've shared with you is concerned? Type in yes. If you can see that, yes, there is a lot more to learn as far as implementing this knowledge is concerned. Yes. My second question, a more important question. How many of you realize that by not implementing this knowledge, you will be repeating your past? You will try to do things how you've done in the past, and you will have more of the past. How many of you can see that? Yes, a lot of you can see that. And this is why we've designed the Women on Wealth's Money Gym program. The Women on Wealth's Money Gym program is your personal finance blueprint. It is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial freedom. It is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial goals. So if you're ready for your journey of your financial transformation and you're here right now, you're a complete beginner, you're dependent on others for your financial decisions, or you're somebody who lacks implementation. In 2 months' time, you have the probability of becoming a knowledgeable investor at the Women on Wealth School, where you become confident, you make independent financial investment decisions, and you start investing on your own without depending on anyone in your life. How is this possible? There are simple instructional videos plus worksheets, practice worksheets for you. There are live mentor-led sessions. So this is an absolutely practical course with live sessions for you. There is hands-on implementation support. And you join your community for continuous education and support. So if you have no experience, it does not matter. You come from a non-finance background, it does not matter. You don't even speak English, it does not matter. So whatever you learned with me in the last 1 hour, I will help you put all that into action. So I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to implement that. And before I go on to tell you more about the curriculum of this course, I'm going to make this clear that this course is not for everyone. So if you feel this course is not for you, this is not your cup of tea, I'm totally cool with that. If you're someone who's planning to quit, you don't even want your own money, you're okay about being dependent, or you're wanting to get rich quick, like overnight, you think you will push some button, you will get all the money, this course is not for you. You can leave this webinar with all my love and gratitude. Thank you so much for coming. Here are the links to our social media pages that you can like us, follow us, and strive for your financial progress. This is a fail-proof blueprint. The only way you will fail in this system is if you do not take actions or if you quit. This work requires 15 minutes of your time. 15 minutes of your time every day. So 15 minutes of effort, energy, hard work to make things work, to make things happen. So if you're somebody who is serious and you are willing to make a decision today in this webinar, I want you to type, I am serious, because now I'm going to talk with serious women only. Because decisions build financial destiny, and women who decide without sitting on the fence are the ones who are going to make true financial progress in their lives. And I want to speak with those women who are ready to make a decision. So how many of you are serious? Got it. Got it. I'm loving it. I'm loving that we are all sitting in the company of women that are serious. Sonam, Arohi, Shraddha, Neelu, Akhila, Keto, Sangeeta, Shefali, Srishya, Jayashri, Amutha, acknowledging each one of you. Darshana, Nidhi, Sapna, Suru, Dipali, Gaurav, Rashmi. And I will tell you from my side that whatever I offer in this webinar today is going to be the best value. The best that I'm going to give you. And even if you give 1 rupee, you're going to get over 10 rupees worth of value with your full participation in the program. And you can mark my words for that. So thank you so much. I needed your permission before I tell you more about the curriculum of this course. I will now share all the details with you, and you have to decide for yourself whether it is a yes or a no. For me, it does not matter. This is what you're going to do for yourself and your money life. So I'm now sharing the details of the Women on Wealth's Money Gym program. The Women on Wealth's Money Gym program. It's a 6-step program. In step number 1, you build a vision for yourself. In step number 2, you identify your current financial situation. You look at where all my money is going and what is my net worth. Step number 3, you identify the gap between where you are right now financially and where you want to be. In step number 4, you build your financial plan, your retirement plan within the program. You become your own financial planner for the rest of your life. Step number 5, you build your investment portfolio. You learn how to identify equity mutual funds, gold bonds, gold funds, physical gold, and other safe instruments. You build financial integrity in your life, which is a balance between immediate gratification and your goals. Here are all the topics that we cover in the 6 steps of the Money Gym program. Your vision and financial goals, pillars of financial security, expense tracking, money in, money out, the right insurance for you and your family, how to create wealth, your growing net worth, wealth creation formula, financial planning, how to select equity mutual funds, step-by-step guide, how to invest in mutual funds, what to expect on this journey, low drama, high impact. And here are the outcomes, the value for a lifetime that you take away with your full participation in the program. You get access to come out of living paycheck to paycheck. You become debt-free. You increase your savings by 25%. You get clarity on your financial goals. You become comfortable in asking for money and talking about it with people in your life. You learn the basics of financial planning, especially retirement planning within the program. You become your own financial planner for the rest of your life. You build an investment portfolio independently and confidently with our guidance. And you learn the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds, gold, and many other investments. So you can start on your financial success today. How it will work. You will receive simple instructional video recordings to watch, learn, and implement from. And you will have unlimited access to these video recordings. Plus, you will receive comprehensive worksheets with these video recordings. This is how a worksheet looks. You need to have a laptop for this course, and you need to know how to type in an Excel sheet. Rest, we've done everything for you. So you will watch the video recordings and work on the worksheets simultaneously. This is a practical course. The more you work on the worksheets, the more you work on your money life. And today I have special gifts for action takers, women who will pay up, register within the webinar right now. So if you pay up and register within the webinar right now, with the Money Gym Personal Finance Blueprint course, you get a bonus course and Investment Mastery Series course as well. So 2 courses at the price of 1 today. Here is what you learn from the Investment Mastery Series. You learn about life insurance, sovereign gold bonds, basics of stock investing, cryptocurrency, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, National Pension Scheme NPS, Public Provident Fund, post office schemes, bank deposits, and 8 questions to ask before selling your equity mutual funds. So today, as you pay up within the webinar, you take away the total Money Gym bundle of 2 courses with you. Money Gym Personal Finance Blueprint, as well as Investment Mastery Series, and much more. You join a Facebook group, you decode the finance news with us, and there are monthly meetups you join with your community of women investors. So as you pay up right now, this is how you will enter the Women on Wealth School online. There'll be a login ID and password. This is how your course will look. This is how each lecture in the course will look. Not just this. With the video recordings and worksheets of these 2 courses, you get group coaching, which are live mentor-led sessions. How do you benefit from these live sessions? Live sessions are like how you are attending live with me right now on Zoom. Here is how you benefit. Number 1, you get a target date to work towards for completing your videos. We all work better with targets. The starting of your group coaching will be your target date until which you need to work on the worksheets by watching the videos. You need to bring velocity to implementation of the system. You get your queries answered. You ask your questions live from the mentors and you get all your answers within the session. So you're learning, you are maximizing with the live sessions. You experience the power of community work. You learn from each other's questions. You get an opportunity to be with the mentor live in these group coaching sessions. Please note down the interactive session schedule. The live implementation session for you will happen on the 3rd of April, Monday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Until 3rd April, your job is to watch the videos, work on the worksheets. Then you have a live mentor-led Q&A session with me on 21st of April, Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then you join the community meetups. Okay, women investors community meetups for you begin every second Saturday, 9 a.m. onwards, 13th May onwards. So upon successful completion of your Money Gym course, you're joining the Women Investors Community's monthly meetup for a lifetime. So you're joining this community for a lifetime of your goals. So the course is for 2 months, while the community membership is for a lifetime into the monthly meetups. Are you concerned? Are you wondering, what if you don't give your best, what will happen then? Well, this is your environment. Like there's an environment in the gym for you to exercise. This is your environment to build your financial success. So there are simple instructional videos plus worksheets for implementation. There are weekly social media lives to listen, grow, and stay inspired in. You focus on just 1% improvement daily. This is for working women, any woman who can just give 15 minutes a day. Okay. This is implementation focused, practical program. There is live interaction with the mentor, and there is live interaction with the community in the meetups for continuous education and for being on track. So how do you get started today? You get started with the self-paced course first. So you get access to all these three, the Money Gym videos, the investment mastery videos, and implementation worksheets for a lifetime. Then the course becomes interactive, which means you come for live mental ed session and implementation session. Then you join the community's monthly meetups for a lifetime. And as a certificate, you receive for your accomplishment, for your financial success. So time to get started today. The total value of this course is much over 1,50,000 rupees. Today, you get it at a special price of 9,999 only. That's it. 9,999 only for an entire wealth building exercise. You can Google Pay, Paytm. The UPI ID is 9818540023 at OKBiz Access. You can also scan the QR code on your left. If you want to make the payment via the debit or the credit card, the payment link will be shared on your Zoom chat right now. Once you make the payment, confirm that you've paid, and we will then send you a registration form on your WhatsApp. Please make sure you fill the registration form before you leave the webinar so that we can give you access to your course right away. Okay. So who all are joining?